In this video, I'm going to be doing my unboxing and first impressions on the new Moto G Power 5G 2024. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We got the new Moto G Power 5G right here in the house, the 2024 variant, of course, with the same boring recycled packaging right here. It's the same color every single time. Motorola needs to change it up finally. But we have this phone in the house. Kind of picked this up off of a whim. I went into Best Buy, found out that they had this out already, checked Amazon if the prices were the same, and they are. This device is retailing for $299 right now. So we have a $300 phone right here, and we actually have some pretty decent stuff in this device that a lot of devices around this price tag do not have. Also, we're going to be rocking new eco leather on this device as well, so I'm super excited to show you guys the entire look and feel of this phone. It's very, very different compared to what we have in the market right now. Some weird specifications on here. We have the MediaTek Dimensity 7020 on here, 128 gigabytes of internal storage. We have 8 gigabytes of RAM inside this device. We can record at 1080p at 60 or 30 frames per second, and I think that's where it caps out at. We also have stereo speakers on this device. We have a 3.5mm headphone jack. We also, inside of this device, have wireless charging. So we actually have 15-watt wireless charging on this $300 device, so that was super surprising. And we also have 30-watt wired charging, so we have decent turbo power charging on this device as well. And of course, we're going to be getting Android 14 out of the box. I'm not sure about the updates and how long it's going to be supported for, but just to have Android 14 out of the box is good to see. We also have a water repellent design, and this device is going to be an IPS LCD display, 120 Hz refresh rate. But we have all that in this device and more. Let's go and unbox this and see what is in this device. So of course, we have the device right here. Let's go ahead and put that to the side. Going deeper inside of the box, of course, as 2024 does, it doesn't give you a wall charger inside the box. So we have a USB Type-C to USB Type-C data cable. We have a quick start guide and legal and safety warranty. And of course, we have our SIM ejector tool, and that's all you're gonna get inside this box. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and break this beautiful phone out of this box. And look at this, guys. We got a leather back finally. Now this is called eco leather or vegan leather, as a lot of people say. It's not using actual leather. I believe this is some sort of rubber or whatever, but this feels so good, guys. I am so happy to have this instead of just a glossy back. Motorola, keep doing this. Don't switch up from this. This is the way to go because no one else is doing this right now. But of course, we have minimal branding right here, just our Motorola emblem in the middle, our vegan leather on the back, and of course our dual camera setup right here. Now, our main camera is going to be a 50 megapixel wide angle camera, and our secondary is going to be a 5 megapixel camera. This is capable of HDR, and of course we have our LED flash right there. On the right side of our device, we have a fingerprint sensor power button. So we have a embedded fingerprint sensor inside of this, which is actually pretty decent. And above that, we have a volume up and down rocker, spaced so in the dark you guys know if you're pressing up or down. At the top of the device, we just have our noise canceling mic all alone. Left side of the device, we have our SIM tray right here. And the bottom of the device, we actually have our speaker, our USB Type-C port, another noise canceling mic, and a 3.5mm headphone jack in 2024. You love to see it. Alright guys, so we have our phone booted up right here. This is how the fingerprint sensor works on this device. It's pretty accurate, not the quickest in the world. But as far as the front facing camera goes, we do have a hole punch front facing camera. This is going to be rated at 16 megapixels, and we are also going to have a wide angle mode on our front facing camera as well as 1080p at 30 frames per second. But this is how your device looks. This is a very tall device. It's not a super wide device. It has a 20:9 aspect ratio, so super tall at 6.7 inches right here. The same size as the Galaxy S24 Plus. I don't think it's as thick though. But going down to our drop down bar menu, we have our toggles right here. We have our Wi-Fi, mobile data, Bluetooth, auto rotate, do not disturb. We have our wallet right there. We can go and add all of our subscriptions or gym memberships or credit cards, all that type of stuff inside of there. And we actually do have NFC on this device as well, so you're going to be able to utilize all of that stuff. We also have our Dolby Atmos audio right here. We have our hotspot. We have our airplane mode, our system update, quick share, our screencast right here, our native GIF maker, and our native screen recorder right here as well. And of course our NFC is on right there. So you guys are going to be able to use Google Pay. So great to see. As far as the display looks, I think it looks pretty decent. It has a 393 ppi, 120 hertz refresh rate out of the box, and full HD. So it looks decent. I don't think it looks bad at all. It's nothing to write home about. It's not like the Galaxy A35 or A55 with like the HDR10 Plus and all that type of other screen technology, but it's an okay IPS display. Now getting into the camera right here, we have our portrait mode or video, we have our slow motion, our pro mode. If we go into more, we can use night vision for taking photos in the dark. We can scan documents, dual capture, photo booth. Of course, we have video dual capture. We also have spot color, time lapse, all that cool stuff inside of here. We're just going to go ahead and take a quick photo and see how this looks. So let's go ahead and take a photo. Boom. Pretty quick shutter speed right there. And everything looks pretty decent in good lighting. Of course, we're going to do our full review on the camera and all that type of stuff. But so far, this is looking pretty acceptable for the $299 price tag on this. Alright guys, so getting out of that, you guys already know this device is going to have Moto actions. This is one of the reasons why people pick this over many other devices. We have Moto actions side of this device. So if you guys want to set your Moto actions, you guys already know the couple. Chop to put your flashlight on, and of course twist for camera. We do have some other shortcuts inside of here as well that you guys can go ahead and customize. If you guys go right here to the Moto thing, click on Moto, you guys can go ahead and set all of your stuff up. You can also personalize fonts and gestures and your Moto Secure. There's also tips and all that type of stuff. So if you guys would like to add all that type of Motorola pizzazz to this device, of course go ahead and do so. We also have something called Glance that I went ahead and set up on the G Power right here, and as you guys can see, it shows us like weather, it shows us news and different type of stuff like that. So if we want to go ahead and switch that to top stories or sports or something like that, you guys can go ahead and switch that up. But pretty cool looking phone so far. For $299, I don't think this is bad at all, especially since you're getting a pretty much stock Android device. The last couple things that we're going to be looking at on this phone, just to close out this video, is a display. We're going to look at some videos on there, and we're going to listen to the dual speakers on this, or the stereo speakers as well. I think the only thing that I don't like right off the bat, you can't really see it because they have this darker wallpaper to kind of hide it, but we do have a thick chin at the bottom of the screen right there. Not a fan of that. I was hoping for thinner bezels at the top and even the bottom right here. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I don't like off the bat, but this is looking to be a pretty promising device for $299. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the video and the audio. Also really quick, if you guys want to know the build of this device, other than the back right here with this rubber, the sides and everything else is going to be made out of plastic, so not the most premium feeling phone. Alright guys, so we have an NCS video right here. We're going to go ahead and test out our audio and see how this sounds. I've been out here hiding like a thief. I'll pull the windows down when I feel low. Keep my demons close so nobody knows the cushion. Alright guys, so the stereo speakers on this device are pretty decent. Not really too much 10 at all, maybe a tinge of it. Not really anything super noticeable right here, but very, very loud speakers. So you guys are going to have a good time gaming. Good time watching TV shows, videos, all that type of jazz. Good speakers on this device. And lastly, on YouTube, we're going to be checking out the display. We're going to be testing this display at 1440, 60 frames per second HDR. Let's see how this looks. So yeah, for this $299 price tag, the display actually looks pretty decent. It's not anything to write home about, but it looks pretty decent. It looks good for sure. You guys are gonna have a good time watching TV, YouTube videos, all that type of stuff. It's gonna look good. But other than that, this is a decently solid phone right here. Of course, I don't know too much about the Dimensity 7020 from MediaTek. I'm gonna have to put in a few more hours, but I did download pretty much all of the games I do tests on right here, so we'll have the gaming review coming out on this device very, very soon. But so far, I'm impressed with everything so far. We have a 3.5mm headphone jack. We have a pretty decent display. Of course, we have wireless charging up to 15 watts, Android 14 out of the box, 120 hertz refresh rate on this device as well. 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of internal storage, a decent camera for what I've seen so far, and of course, that beautiful eco leather back right here that I absolutely love. Everything's looking like a pretty nice package for $299 so far. We're going to be doing some more videos on this device later on, but so far this is looking to be a pretty solid device. But yeah guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. This has been Safan from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.